Oh, every time. Hello. If you can hear a noise in the background, it's the kettle boiling. Okay, let me give like a backstory before I get into this video. So like I said, when I uploaded the apartment makeover tour the other day, my skin's like going through it because I'm stressed out. This week, so basically like last Thursday, right, let me just start from the beginning. Basically, ever since I got to Daegu, I've been going out the best part of every single night. I think I was here for maybe 17 or 18 days, and I'll say I went out 15 of those days. So I have a holiday in Thailand in January. So I was like, do you know what? I'm eating really well, but I'm drinking like 8 pints, 10 pints of beer every night, which is not doing me any good. It was making me really lethargic, obviously. And I just like didn't have my apartment together, so I made a decision last week. I was like, right, okay, I'm going to stop going out and like get my life together basically. So that's when I started like posting more regularly and stuff like that, and now I feel like I'm kinda back into a normal-ish routine. So that's why I decided that I felt like I was ready to film this video. But there's a spanner has been thrown in the works, okay? So I live on the 3rd floor, but technically it's like the 2nd floor. So there's one apartment underneath me, and then underneath again there's like a shop. It's open 24 hours. And here in South Korea, like there's a culture of like going in and buying beers or soju or whatever it is that you drink, and they have like little picnic tables outside. They have umbrellas, like big massive umbrellas over them, so regardless if it's pouring a rain, sunny, freezing, like you're kind of protected from the elements. So every single night, this morning I was kept awake until 5 o'clock in the morning, which is why I look like this, because I'm literally exhausted. I guess like before I didn't hear anyone because I was drunk when I got home, and I just passed out basically when I got back home. So yeah, I ended up at like 5 in the morning. I like used my cam app. I was like listening to the rain, trying to relax. I ended up watching The Blind Side, because usually when I watch that it like kind of reduces my like stress and anxiety, and I can just fall straight asleep. None of my like tactics work. I tried to meditate. I tried everything, right, and nothing was working. I ended up coming in, sleeping in here. This is where I slept last night. I slept on my bloody living room floor. I think I slept there until like, I want to say like 7, and then by the time I like had that little sleep, I went back into my room, and then like everyone was away to bed. The other thing is, right now, I don't know why I keep, oh my skin man, I don't know why I keep forgetting to get this when I go to Daiso, and I know I said I was like done spending money at Daiso, but it's like so necessary. The blind in my room is like basically transparent, so it gets light around 6 a.m. here, and every single morning it wakes me up. So I tell you all this to say that I'm trying to be in a better routine. I tried to go to sleep at 12 o'clock last night so I could wake up at like 8 or 9. Didn't happen. Went to sleep at 5. My alarm just went off at 11, and I was like, do you know what? I need to start getting up like a little bit before I leave for work. I leave for work at like 12:30. So I have like an hour like to be Caitlin before I'm Caitlin teacher, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm just making my coffee. I'm gonna go for a shower and I need to wash my hair today. I think I actually have time to blow dry it, so I'm not gonna look like a fucking mess by the time I get to work, and I might even have time to do my makeup before work, which will be a good thing. Because the last time I went into school with a spot, a little kid pointed at me and said, "Teacher, ugly." I was like, oh. Yesterday I took the bus to and from work for the first time, and I feel like it's a very strange thing, right? But see, when you go, like, my house is maybe like a 3-minute walk from a subway station, so when you like sleep basically all day because you've been up super late, you go out for like 2 minutes to the subway. My work's like 2 minutes on the other side to the subway. It's like I wasn't seeing any of the outside, and the bus is only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most, but like that extra like half an hour of being outside and like feeling like a normal person is like really making a difference. And the time difference like really isn't that much. So I'm going to get myself ready. I'll show you what I wear, because a lot of people have asked me like what are you even supposed to wear. Some people go like super casual, wear like jeans and a t-shirt. I like personally don't like blue jeans, so I wear like white jeans with like a top and a blouse, or I'll wear like trousers. Or yesterday I wore like a little kind of like very Clueless-esque like checked dress, and then I just wore like a long sleeve white t-shirt underneath it. But yeah, I'll show you what I'm wearing, and then I guess it's time to go to work in like an hour from now, so I'll see you then. Before I forget, like I do it every other day of my life. Look at this, coffee in a tea bag. I've been rationing these since the hotel because they're hazelnut flavoured, and oh my god, they're so bloody good. Okay, I'm gonna let this stew, and there's my lunch. I am going for a shower. So I'm just trying to decide what to wear. Now, let me show you the weather outside. It's really quite lovely, and I feel like the mosquito net's in the way, so I just can't really see. But this is what the weather's like outside, and I just feel like it's not going to be very nice for a long time, so I'm in the mood to wear a dress. But I wore this yesterday, so I don't really want to wear it 2 days in a row. I don't really want to wear that without tights, so I think I might wear this with my grey blazer, just like draped over my shoulders. Okay, so let's see what it looks like. Okay, I know this isn't like an ideal setup, but I've got stuff to do before I go to work, and I need to get it done. So I guess I'm just going to talk to you like while I'm putting my makeup on about, I mean obviously I can't give like too many details about my school. I actually seen in another video the other day that like some people, when they do these kind of videos, like actually take the vlog like into their class while they're teaching. But I mean, like, number one, I would just never do that anyway, and number two, I've seen in that video that it like opens you up to litigation. So yeah, I'm just not about to try and get sued off of one of my kids' parents. So basically I work at a Hagwon. Hagwon just means like academy in Korean. And I work at an English Hagwon obviously. So I am what's considered a native teacher, because English is my like native language, and every single class I teach I co-teach with a Korean teacher, and together we work on like the 4 basic skills of language, so like reading, writing, listening and speaking. I think I have around 8 classes. My kids start at like 5 or 6 years old, and I think my oldest kid's probably like 10 or 11. Honestly, like, I've seen in other videos that like people find it very draining to like work with kids non-stop, and I do get that, like it is a very like high energy job, but for me, like, I find like mental stimulation more exhausting than like physical stimulation, if that makes any sense. So like, for example, yesterday I taught all day, I felt absolutely fine, and then when I got home I wrote a blog, I think I'm getting my arm definition back. When I got home I wrote a blog post, and honestly, like, as soon as I wrote the blog post I was wiped. Like, it really took it out of me. I mean, to be fair, it was like a like 2,000 word article that I wrote, so it was like basically like writing an essay, but I just felt totally drained after it. So for me, I don't find it tiring as such, and I just feel like you're so busy, the day just absolutely flies in. So for me, I'm like really happy that that's like what my first job is, because not that I find it easy, but now that I'm like starting to get into the swing of things, I'm starting to enjoy it more. I feel like I'm coping okay with it, whereas like the first couple of weeks I really wasn't coping at all. I was exhausted, I was so stressed out. I'm like such a perfectionist that every little thing that went wrong, I was like really hard on myself. But like I'm really lucky that my co-teachers are like super nice and supportive, and they were basically all just like, you've never done this before, like don't worry about it. So just like if anybody's watching this and you're thinking about teaching abroad and you are like me, like very type A, like very like organized and like almost like military level organized, honestly, like the first 2 weeks I think you will have a hard time. Plus, like I said in my first video, like they really just like throw you in at the deep end. You have 1 week of training, and although I was like prepared for the teaching side of things, I was like not, I don't feel like I was prepared for like the timetabling and like I mean, although they do go over student management with you, it's like different doing it with a bunch of 25-year-olds in a like mock classroom setting than actually like having to do it with kids. So I would just like take your time if you are doing it and you have a trainer. Like some people, if you go into like the public school sector, one of my friends works in Daegu. I don't think she had any training at all, like until she actually got to her school. So I'm like really glad I went with Cheongdam, because I had like, at least I had some prep. I think I put way too much foundation on, but what can you do? Okay, what else? So there's 2 types of hag ones. So there's like morning, like kind of regular school hours ones, and then there are afternoon ones. So I work at an afternoon, so I'm not gonna give you like specific details, but I start like around midday, and then I work like pretty late. I'm usually home by like 9:30, 10 every night. And I teach 6 classes a day most days. Some days I have like a little break, but for the most part, like today I have 6 classes in a row. So although some people would be like, well, my really good friend that also works at another branch in Daegu, she has like a lot more breaks than me, but I just feel like because my day is so jam-packed, I don't even have a second to think. Like it's just like go, 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 and then before I know it, day's over and I get to come home. So today's Wednesday. When I come home tonight, I am dyeing a girl in the building's hair. I don't even know like how it came about that I know how to dye hair, because I used to do my own like when I was like 15, 16, probably as young as 14 actually. And I still like dye my own hair when it's not blonde, which according to my roots is either gonna have to be highlighted, or I'm gonna need to go darker, because I can't be walking about with roots like this. I look like, it doesn't look good. So yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. So usually, honestly, I either go out, that like changed a week ago as I said earlier, I would either go out or I would just like come home and crash. But tonight I'm actually doing something. Hopefully she lets me like film a little bit of it. Obviously I want to like respect her privacy if she doesn't, but the video should be long enough even if she doesn't, and then at least you'll know like what I'm up to when I get home. So I mean, I'm pretty much ready for work because I work in a school. I don't have to do like a full face. So I'm going to just shove everything in my bag. Today I'm going to take my coffee mug because I forget it every day, and the only mugs they have at school are like these little tiny paper cups, and it just isn't cutting it. One more thing I think I should say as well is, this is like kind of boring, but I'm going to show you anyway because it is something I do every single day, really, like regardless of how productive or not I'm being, is I like check my analytics both on WordPress and on YouTube. So let me show you like what the analytics look like, and then we need to go to school because I'm going to be late. Okay, so this is my YouTube analytics dashboard. So first of all, I always go on to WordPress, and so you can see like this whole month where I haven't been doing anything, like the most amount of views I've had is 115, but the past few days I've been posting, so 217, 209, 252, and then yesterday I had 413, which is like the best I've had in a very long time. So I'll like check my notifications, reply to any comments, and just look at like my stats. There's also like an ads bracket up here which I look at every day. I know a lot of people don't like care about this stuff, and it's not that I care, it's just like I'm a very like numbers oriented person. So if I know I've like worked hard on an article or something, like yesterday I published the one on the New York City airports, like comparing prices and like commute times. It just like spurs me on the next day. Like, so today I wanted to get up and film this video to like keep the momentum going. And then I will have a look at my YouTube dashboard. So for me right now, like I'm more concerned with YouTube than WordPress. I know that's like not right, because obviously my WordPress is like my foundation, but right now I'm like really trying to push the growth on this channel. So in order to apply for AdSense for YouTube, you have to have 240,000 views in a 365 day period. So thankfully I've got like a 6 month, I can like add 6 months worth of views to this. In the last few days I've had, what did I have yesterday? 333 minutes worth of views, 320, and then the day between 144. And then in the last 48 hours I've had 105 views, mainly on like the 2 recent videos that I uploaded. If you haven't watched them, I'll like put a little card up here because I think they're pretty interesting. So if you haven't saw my tips to increase blog traffic post or my SEO posts, I made videos, so again I'll like link them both like throughout the video. But like in the 5-minute break I have between every class, I'll like spend the 5 minutes like clicking on other people's posts, like engaging with other people's posts to drive traffic to my website. It helps so much, but obviously like the more content and the more consistently I post, the more traffic I'm going to have. So I'm on a mission this week, the next few weeks. I have a long weekend in 2 weekends time. Oh my god, yeah, already. September's went so fast because we had that like week-long break last week. And I think I'm going to go to Tokyo because I found return flights for £86, which is like from Daegu, not even from Incheon. So the Daegu airport's like 20 minutes away from where I live. So it's like 10,000 won in a taxi there. There's probably a bus you can take actually. And yeah, I think I'm going to just stay in a hostel for 2 nights or 3 nights in Tokyo. And obviously like take you guys with me. So I am like trying to build momentum up to that, so that when the time comes that I have like Tokyo content, I can actually publish it and it'll be received pretty well. So it's 20 past, I still haven't drank my coffee. I'm going to luxuriate in my AC for 5 minutes. The weather like took a serious turn the last few days, so for the last 2 nights I haven't had to turn my AC on like during the night or when I got home from work, which is like good and bad, because it's good because it means I don't have to pay the electricity for the AC, but it's bad because it means winter's coming and I'm going to have to start paying for heating. So yeah, I think that's everything I can really tell you about work and stuff like that. Like as always, if anybody has any questions about like what it's like to work in the private school sector in South Korea, ask away. I am obviously, this is my 4th week of teaching. I'm obviously brand new, so if there's any like tips or whatever that you can give me, then I would really appreciate it. But I'm going to have my coffee and then we're going to go to work. Okay, where it always is, so I don't bloody lose it. Let's go. Oh, let's get out of here, man. Can you wait for it? Okay, let's go. Get the bus. It is so bloody hot today. I guess it's like the middle of the day. So we're just gonna, I need to walk across the road and then grab the bus. Oh my god, this light. And then it's like 10 minutes to work, so let me show you how I get there. There's my fucking bus. It's just like a stereo system outside a department store. And it's like blaring dance music. And this is like technically still the morning. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But this light takes forever, so I'll see when I'm actually walking across it. Six lanes of traffic.
감사합니다. 다음 정류장은 대구은행역 2번 출구입니다.
아토피 비염 천식은
아토피, 비염, 천식은 편강 한의원. 대구은행역 2번 출구. 수선교에서 내리시면 편강 한의원. 야간 진료, 닥터박 치과는 어머삼동 복개도로 대구은행 옆에 있습니다. 하차입니다.
Okay, I just done like an hour and 20-ish minutes of work. I am just having lunch. I'm having a black coffee and my favourite food ever, shin ramen. I am just going to do a little bit of work for my blog while I'm eating, and then I start teaching in 38 minutes. But usually this first class I have, the kids start getting here like super early. So I don't really have like any free time now until I finish basically. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. I just showed the people I work with, like my manager and some of the desk teachers, my finished apartment, like the pictures of it. And she's actually, my manager just asked me to help decorate for Halloween, which is like super exciting. So I already have like a green wall, but I'm thinking if I can buy like black bags, then maybe I can like line the walls. I remember my mum used to do that for us when we were kids. Maybe I can like line the yellow walls with that. And they're like cutting out bats and stuff, and maybe I could put that on my green screen. I think that would look pretty good. So yeah, there's my timer for my vocab test, and I'll see you at the end of the day, I guess. Hello! I'm in such a good mood because the day's over. So I just taught 6 classes back to back, 6 45-minute classes with like a 5-minute break in between. Had an hour and a half before. I'm now like half an hour into my hour and a half after. I have got 2 lots of books to mark. So basically like I organise things like on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I do all my online marking. And then on a Wednesday and Friday, I do my like physical workbook marking, because those are like the days it gets handed in. So the other days I make sure like everything on the computers is up to date, so that those 2 days I can like totally be dedicated to my actual writing notebooks. If I finish the writing notebooks before the end of the day, I'll go back, because there's always something to mark. Like there's always a kid, like some of them are like super keen, like the second they get home from school they like come and do their homework, I guess, so it's like fresh in their mind. So yeah, so it's 7:45 right now, so I have an hour and 15 minutes left. My boss just came in with like a fish cake. It's like fish cake and potato. It's actually so delicious. I've got a mountain of books to get through. Well, not a mountain. I think I've got like 30 books to get through. So 2 minutes per book, not going to happen. It's probably not going to get finished today, but what can you do? So yeah, I'm heading home. I'm messaging the girl Danny whose hair I'm dyeing right now. I'm just going to go straight to her house because I know for a fact if I go home, I mean she lives like right up the stair from me, but I know if I go home first, I'll just like pass out on the couch and not wake up because I slept so bad last night. I had like half a thing of ramen earlier, and then all the kids came in and were making fun of me for not eating it, so I got distracted and ended up not eating it. So I think I've had 4 cups of coffee, or maybe 3. So that's like what I'm running on. So this fish cake will like tide me over until I get home and have a chance to make something. And then hopefully I'm not too buzzed later and I'll actually edit the video when I get home. So yeah, that's my wee update. I'll talk to you when I'm on my way home. Look at how empty it is here at night time. So creepy. I'm just walking through the subway to get across the road because the lights take like 500 hours. Look, how creepy is this? Oh my god, it's cold. Yep, that's my bus.
어지럼증이 자주 있나요? 그러면 위장이 강해지는 위강 한의원으로 오세요. 범어역 1번 출구와